All right, going to do a chart recap today on ES. As you can see, we ended up smashing another take profit, another good trade. But we're going to start off with news. So today we had non-farm employment, which did pretty much absolutely nothing. Um, it was at 8:15 too, which I thought was very weird. Usually it's at 8:30, but doesn't really matter anyways. And we also had ISM service PMI, which actually did affect the market quite a bit, as you can see with these three candles. So we'll go on the high time frame, which is where I started my trading today. We had Asia session highs located right here, and we also had this bearish order block that was located right here as well. So kind of two birds with one stone here, on hourly high time frame bearish order block along with these Asia session highs that were right here. Scaling down to the 1 minute, which is what I usually do, we had a nice liquidity sweep of these highs, and I waited for a reaction out of it. Obviously, nowhere in here we had no break of structure to the upside up here. Anyways, it was too early. Waited for the macro to hit, which was literally like right when I entered, was at 9:50. So we ended up taking a short. I ended up taking a short right here. Entered a little early just before this break of structure, but we kind of had our market structure shift already, which was right here. This was more of like an exaggerated break in structure. So we have this complete candle closure below here. And then once this candle closed, I entered again. I'm like the king of being in drawdown for a while. So I was in drawdown for quite a little bit. But nevertheless, we ended up hitting take profit right here. Got a little choppy. Ended up moving stop loss to break even at this point. We were over 50% to my take profit. So, oops, didn't mean to do that. But that's where I ended up moving my stop loss to break even. And then literally right after I hit take profit, pretty much, news completely shot up. So it was pretty crazy how impactful this news was. I was pretty surprised. And then we ended up having another big sell-off right after. So this would have been actually a decent trade to get into if you were able to enter off this candle. If you didn't enter off this candle, you just got stopped out. But overall, price action was actually not too bad for about 20 minutes. And then after that, it became honestly fairly shitty in my opinion. So this news candle was pretty interesting. NASDAQ was not actually in the same spot really at all. So if we go on the hourly, I mean, we still haven't even swept out Asia session highs, which I thought was pretty interesting. NASDAQ was kind of hovering around here while ES was completely at those highs. We're definitely going to take them out, though, with this long. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much going to hit these highs right here with NASDAQ, but obviously you see NASDAQ had a pretty strong reaction out of it, actually almost took out those highs as well. So that's why I really wasn't eyeing NASDAQ out too much. I really wanted to go short because we are, to be fair, fairly overextended. We are somewhat filling in this bearish imbalance left from Asia session and London session, but it's pretty much filled in now, and now we are just really overextended. So that's why my bias was more or less short, was because on ES we were hovering around Asia session highs and this bearish order block, and then also we are very overextended. So, I mean, it's not like I'm looking for a pattern or anything. We're just overextended. It's that simple, right? We were well within equilibrium. If we go to swing low to swing high, we're well within it, and price is actually really ripping up right now. So, yeah, overall, very good trade. We'll go on to the trading panel, actually. Not trade station. We'll go on trade of it here and actually show you the numbers here. So again, today 459, we're halfway through the evaluation stage. 3 really, really good trades in a row. I'm really happy with how the trading's been going. Super happy. But again, I'm just following my trading strategy, following the trading plan, the trading strategy day in and day out, and it seems to be working pretty well. So these shorts have been going really good. 2 shorts, 1 long. Actually, what I thought was pretty interesting today was how impactful news was. I would have gotten stopped out on this. My stop loss wasn't this high. I'm just not even aware of where the stop loss was at anymore, really. But very interesting to see how impactful price was. At the end of the day, I thought that it wouldn't be, quite as bad as it was, but again, it was very, very, very impactful news. Ironically, the past few times we've had PMI at 10 a.m., it hasn't really moved the market too much, but today, obviously, was not the case. So, again, really important to follow your trading strategy and trading plan day in and day out. I always have valued that the past few months that I have been very strict on following it, and it seems to be paying off very well. So I'm very excited. But that's the trade for today. Made a TikTok on this, so a much shorter video. It was like a minute long, and then I'll start making out more videos like this, some longer form content videos. But that is trade recap for today.